What's up, Clint, over at Clint Crabtree Painting and Powerwashing? My name is Christa Whitehead. I'm not sure if you remember, but we spoke, I believe yesterday. Excuse me, we spoke on the phone. I believe it was yesterday, which was Friday. It may have been Thursday, but I think it was yesterday. And as promised, I wanted to go ahead and send you over this custom video, like we call it a screencast. And it'll just help you, give you some helpful tips and information when we're talking about outranking your competitors and bringing in that extra business that may be falling off on the sides due to not ranking as high as we can in Google. So I want to go over three key tips today that's really going to help you, and you can start implementing them today to help you rank higher in the search engines. And that will result in attracting more potential customers. If by the end of this video you like what you've heard, you like what you've seen, and you can see that I've got some tricks up my sleeve that can help you boost your online presence and bring in more business and increase monthly revenue, then please feel free to reach out to me. I love to help you. If not, that is completely fine as well. Feel free still to take these tips and begin using them to boost your online presence, and that is my job, to be as helpful as possible, and so that is what I hope to do. Now, when we're talking about three key tips that's going to help you rank in Google and the other search engines, we're talking about content, citations, and backlinks. Again, that's content, citations, and backlinks. And when we talk about content, I got your site pulled up here, and that'll just help you follow along with me. When we're talking about content, we're talking about anything on your front page. That includes the pictures. First thing when I hopped on this site, one of the things I loved is that your number was up at the top, the very top. So it's very easy to connect with you. I don't have to wonder, how do I find this guy? How do I find his company? What he offers? And I even like the call for your free estimate. Because up front you're providing something free, you're providing value. So that's amazing. I also love this color. I love the paint bucket. So definitely an A plus on that. When we're talking about content, it also includes the words. So the pictures and the words, the numbers. And Google, they like to see about 1,500 upwards of 2,000, even 2,500 words on your front page of content, because that way it gives you enough space to include the key terms, keywords, and key phrases that customers look for when searching for the services you have to offer. So customers, they use certain words and phrases that are pretty popular when looking for painting services in this particular area, and you want to make sure that you have those keywords, key phrases, and key terms in your content. And one of the best ways to make sure you got enough and that it's spaced out correctly is that you have a fair amount of content. So like I said, 1,500 to 2,000, even 2,500. When it comes to content, the more the merrier. So that is the first tip, is content, and it's very important. Second tip is something we call citations. Now, over here, let me switch over here so you can see it with me. I've got Google pulled up, and I just typed in Painters in Durham, North Carolina. First thing we see here are the ads. The ads are they're never necessarily a bad move. However, a lot of people they are beginning to adopt something called ad blockers in their web browsers. So if someone is searching for painting in Durham and they have something up called an ad blocker, they won't see these. And so while they are beneficial for those people who do see them, there are people who will not see them. And so in some ways you may be making money by paying for a Google ad, but in some ways you might not. So that's one thing to note about the ads. When we scroll down here, we see something called the map pack, Google Map Pack. And if you see right here, I'm just going to use Certa Pro, Painters of Durham. And we'll see they've got their company name, they've got their company address, and they've got their company number. And this is something called a directory. And what we want to do is we want to make sure with our citations that we are listing our business information as accurately as possible across as many directories as possible. And so I have a tool I use called WhiteSpark. I love this tool because it allows me to kind of peel back the layer on the businesses that I'm trying to help and see where their business information is cited at, and also, however, see where their competitors are cited at. So let's say I was trying to help let's say I was trying to help Gonzalez, and I'm actually going to show you more about this company right here in just a second. But let's say I'm trying to help Gonzalez Painters. Well, guess who's at the top? Certa Pro, right? And so I would look in here and look at their citations and say, oh, they've probably got more citations than you. And so for you, I would go in and see where you are cited across the web, and make sure it's accurate. And then I would look at your competition and I would see where they are cited. And we can get the same ones and more. So that is how WhiteSpark helps us. Again, citations are important. Another thing to note is, like I said, we want to make it accurate. We want to make sure the information is accurate because Google docks points for that. They dock points for your information not being accurate. And so that is important. The more the merrier, as long as it is accurate. So we want to remember that. The third thing I want to talk about is something called backlinks. Now, we have a tool we use called Ahrefs, and I want to go over here and show you this real quick. I put your URL in Ahrefs, and it shows me that you've got 4 referring domains giving you 26 backlinks. It shows me that your URL strength score is an 8, and it shows me that your domain rating strength is a 0. Now, this is on a scale of 1 to 100, and Google does pay attention to this score. I want us to see Google more as a popularity contest as opposed to a search engine. Although it is a search engine, when we are trying to rank our business, we're trying to boost our online presence, we're trying to bring in more customers, it is very helpful if we see Google as a popularity contest. And so when we're talking about URL, domain rating, we are in essence talking about the popularity which results in the strength of your online website, of your online presence. And so we've got 4 referring domains. So referring domains is just simply a website, a platform that is passing power back to your site. So backlinks represents that power. They are recommending your site. So like I said, it's like a popularity thing. Google likes to see, okay, who is recommending Clint Crabtree Painting in Durham? Which platforms are recommending them? I want to scroll down here real quick and show you something. I want to make sure you can see this. If we go here under backlinks, I've got I'm going to highlight this real quick. And I want you to see this. Oops, highlighted everything. There we go. Now, you've got 26 backlinks, right? Do follow means that they are valid. They are legitimately passing power back to your site. Think of it as if you told a friend that you did painting and you did power washing, and they said, okay, I'm going to let all my friends know that my friend Clint he has a painting business, right? And they actually go back and they let all of their friends know, right? That would be considered a do follow because they did what they said they were going to do. They recommended your business. Now, that's 27%. Now, I want you to see this no follow, right? This is where a lot of businesses, they don't pay attention to this. And unfortunately, because they miss out on a whole lot of business. You've got 73%. So out of 100%, you've got 73%, which is the number 19 right here, giving you a no follow. Google unfortunately docks points for no follow. So these people are supposed to be passing power back to your site. I can click on, if I were to click this number 19 right here, I'm not going to do it just for the sake of time. But I can do it later. We can talk about that later. But if I were to click this number right here, we can see which backlinks are not giving you the proper props, I'll say, or the proper power that your website deserves. And so Google sees that, and they are docking points. And they're kind of thinking in their mind, okay, is he, why is it that these links are not doing what they're supposed to? And so they almost look at your site and wonder what's going on, right? So they want to make sure you're valid. So backlinks are important. Also, side note, when I talked about content, I mentioned keywords. I want to mention this before I end this video because it's important, and I want you to get the information. Gonzalez Painting in Raleigh, they're also ranking for Durham. They've got 370 organic keywords, and forgive me if I've already gone over this, but they've got 370 organic keywords. If I were to click on it, I could see exactly what keywords they're using and how much traffic it is bringing them per month. I want us to go here. It shows you've got 0 keywords. That it's definitely important to get that count up so that it can result in traffic right here. And it can result in traffic value. So again, that's important. And that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about is content, citations, and backlinks. Clint, thank you so much for your time. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was informative information for you. If you would like more help, if you want to know more, please feel free to reach out to me. But like I said, if not, no harm, no foul. Please feel free to still take these tips and use them to boost your online presence. And thank you for your time. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll talk to you soon. All right.